Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Dino Dad Gamer. Today I'm going to be talking to the parents. Yes, I normally make videos for children and kids gaming that are safe and good for kids to be able to watch of video game content. Parents, I want to take a time and make a video for you guys. One of the most popular games out there for children nowadays is Fortnite. It's on mobile, it's on every console, every system, PC, wherever you play games, you can play Fortnite, except on iOS, but that's a whole nother story. But one thing about this game is it safe for children to play? And so there are some things I want to talk about and show you guys in the settings and in the game itself that actually allows this game to be something you can control for the safety of your children. Now, ultimately, whether you choose to allow your child to play Fortnite or a battle royale of this nature is totally up to you. But I let my kids play. I have an 8-year-old who plays a lot, and he's really, really good. My 14-year-old, wow. My 4-year-old does not play. He wants to, but I allow him to watch my 8-year-old play. And my 10-year-old plays, but he doesn't really like it. He likes Minecraft better. So, parents have asked me many times, why do I allow my 8-year-old to play this game? And he started playing when he was 7. Well, I am going to show you some steps in the settings and in the game itself that will make this game safer for your children. And like I said, ultimately, parents, it is your decision whether you allow your kids to play this game or not. 8 may be too young in your family. It might be okay. I know some kids that are younger that play it. I know some kids that are the same age as my son, and they're not allowed to play it. So it is totally up to you, but I want to show you guys, you parents, ways that you can make this game safe for your children when they're playing in an online interaction game. First, you can see up here, this is your party settings. This little plus sign will open your party and your menu, or your menu settings is right over here. They both open up. Now I'm on PC, so just move your cursor with your controller or your mouse. But first thing I want to show you is this button right here on the social side. There's a wheel right here, online status. You can show to online, away, or so if you're away, nobody will see you. Well, they'll see you as away, and it has this little yellow circle right here. Now, party privacy. You can make it public, where anyone can join you, friends only, or private. For the purposes of this episode, I'm keeping it on private, so no one just randomly joins up with me. Now, here's the big thing. So you can go right here to voice chat. Now, I'm not in a voice chat with anybody else right now, but here's a few options you can do. You can turn your volume of your voice volume all the way down so nobody hears you. Now, you can do your default channel to game or party. So if your children are playing with other people, you don't want to have them hearing people outside the game or their party that they're playing with, because obviously people of all ages play with this, and there may be things you don't want your children to hear. So you can turn that off, or to party only, so they don't hear the entire world outside. And then there's voice indicators, but that is it'll point you out to who's talking. Now, this is not really the stronger settings. Like I said, you can turn it to private, and you can turn your status to away, so nobody sees you online, or nobody can join you, or your child, if you're going to allow them to play. Here is where I want to show you some of the details of this game that make it safe for children, so you parents know that, hey, my kids are going to play games. They're going to play Fortnite. They don't have to play with other people. They don't have to talk to other people, have anyone come in and come talk to them when you don't want them to be talked to by essentially strangers. So you go to your settings right here on your menu. There's settings, and at the bottom you'll see Parental Controls. I'll show you both of these. Now, first, under settings, you will see there's the video, the game settings, the game UI, the mouse, keyboard, controller options, audio. So first thing under game settings, the second option, you can select the server and the language that you want your children to be in. But the server is the big thing, matchmaking region. Pick your area that you live in, or where you want to be, what has the lowest ping, obviously. And you can pick the country or area that you are closest to have a better server. So that way you know most of the people playing in that server will be people in the same area. So if you scroll down to the game section, you can go down to here. This is helpful, contextual tips. So if you have new kids that are playing or new players, you can turn these on or off, and the game will have in-game tips for how to do different things. That's just to help someone learn the game. The bigger thing I want to show you is here at the audio section. At this audio section, you can control the volume of your music. And I can, turn it all the way off, hit apply. Now there's no music. Turn it back up, hit apply, music's back. Voice chat. Here's where you can control what they hear. You can turn it all the way down if you want, so there's no voice chat, or you can turn it up. Mine's obviously up because I play with friends and I talk to them. Here is the other settings that you can look at. Voice chat. You can turn your voice chat all the way off, so they can't talk to anybody at all, which is nice. And for if you're in a field match with random people that you don't know, like I said, the game chat or party chat, depends on who you want to talk to. So there's one option that you can turn voice chat all the way off. Now what I'm going to do is show you on the account and privacy section. You can turn off right here. This is what I want to show you. The mature language filter. Sorry for stumbling right there. You can turn this off or on. That means there are some words, there's a text chat sometimes you'll see, and you can turn that off. So if anyone types out a bad word that you don't want your kids to see, you can turn that off so they don't see that. Friend invite. So you can turn this off. Sometimes when they're playing the online games, random people want to be their friend and play with them again. You can turn that off so nobody can send them a friend request, which is really nice. Here is a big thing. Hide your linked account names. So you can do this and you can hide your name. So I'm going to turn this on so you guys can see what happens when I do that. So if I was to join a party, you can see my gamer name is right here, Brace War Gaming. That's for another page and my other streaming page. But if I was to join with a friend or and play with somebody else, they would see my name, but anyone else in the world, it would be anonymous. It says anonymous and some numbers. So it's a good way to show, it's a good way to, people won't know your child's gamer tag. And you can do that. So if you want to keep that on or off, you can also turn off the text chat, social notifications. If they get friend requests or in-party invites, you can turn those off as well. And this is also the anonymous mode. I'm sorry, I apologize. The hide your linked account names means if your account is linked to like a social media. My son plays on my account, so when he comes on and he's about to play, I'll turn this off because my Epic account is linked to some of my social medias and my streaming pages. So I can turn that off so no one sees that as well. But if you are down here, you can turn on anonymous mode. This will hide your name from non-squad members. This is the big thing that I was talking about. So whatever your child's gamer tag is, you can hide it right here. If you turn it on, nobody will see it. You hit apply. This Brace War Gaming, which is obviously my other account. I don't have an account for Dino Dad Gamer. That would be anonymous to anyone that's playing, that I play against. So if they take me down and take me out of the game, they will not see my gamer tag, so they cannot find me. So that's a good thing. And you can also right here hide other players' names. So if you don't want your kids to see other players' names, turn that on and they will show up as anonymous as well. You can see right here, it says, if it's on, it replaces the names of players that are not in your squad with player. So they're anonymous, so your kids can't see that. So we don't want to save those settings because, as I said, this is for when I game. The next thing I want to show you is the parental controls. So you can set up parental controls with a, you have to have an email linked, and then you can hit next and enter a PIN number. It's a PIN number that obviously only you will know. And I'm gonna make one real fast. because my son, like I said, he plays on another account of mine. But this is the parental controls, and this is a really big factor into why I allowed my son to play this game. So on here, you can see mature language on or off. You can see if it's off, text chat will be filtered and replaced with heart symbols. Can accept friend requests. Nobody can send my son a friend request when he's playing. Non-squad members can see your name. It's off. Replace your name to players that are not in your squad with anonymous. That way nobody can send, my son a friend request because they won't know his name. And this one can see non-squad member names. Replaces the names of players that are not in your squad with player, so they can't read someone else's name as well. Sometimes people have vulgar names and you don't want them to read that. So you can block that as well. Voice chat, you can turn your voice chat on or off. Weekly playtime reports. This is just a report of how you've played and what you've done. This is actually pretty good if you want to control how much time your child is playing the game. Turn it on and it'll send you a report of the playtime that was associated with this account. And you can check that out if you are monitoring how much screen time your children have. And then text chat, you can turn that on or off. There are some more settings as well, but that will pop up a website actually that you'd have to look at. And that will allow some more parental controls that you can put on through their website on Epic Games. So I just wanted to show that there is good options for your children to be able to play this game. Now, again, ultimately, whether you allow your kids to play Fortnite or not, this is totally up to you. Again, I highly recommend any child that plays this game, you turn on the parental controls. Now, the settings I showed you, the things over here on the Epic account and privacy information, the settings that I showed you about the text chat and the invites and the mature language filter, you can turn that all on the parental controls section. So if you would like to have that, remember, make your PIN, set up your email, and turn on your parental controls there so your kid and your child can play the game without having some of those alternate options available. They won't see people's names. No one can send them a friend request. It'll turn off bad language, and voice chat can be turned off. And if you have that on, your child will not be able to change those unless they know your PIN. So again, Fortnite is a huge game that kids are playing nowadays. It is something that is a lot of fun. I play with my son often. We have a lot of fun doing it. But this game has a lot of safety precautions for children, and you really can keep your child a lot more safe playing the online game with these options that are in this game. So I wanted to share that with you. Again, thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them. But yeah, thanks for tuning into the Dino Dad Gamer, and we will see you on the next episode. Thank you.